How could you do this to me, May? Like, seriously, what the heck is your deal? How can you be getting married today if you haven't even sent me an invitation to it? How many years have we known each other? I'm really hurt over this. I can't believe you would do this to me. Wait a second, Val. I am so confused. I'm talking about how I heard you got engaged and waited and waited and waited for my invitation to your wedding. But I got nothing. Why didn't you invite me to your wedding? Did I do something to you? Just what are you upset about right now? Have you ever been reading my messages? You know exactly why I'm so upset right now. Just tell me all your other friends got invitations to go, but not me. But I did send you an invitation and you said that you wouldn't be able to come. What are you talking about, May? I mean that I really did send you an invitation. I know it. But right after I sent it, I got your response and you said that you wouldn't be able to attend on the day of our wedding. So I really don't understand why you're acting so upset over this right now. No, I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about with that response. I never said that. Besides, I never even got an invitation to your wedding in the first place. I'm sorry, but I'm really confused right now because I definitely remember sending one to you. I remember you were one of the first people to respond after we sent all the cards out. Are you sure that you just don't remember responding to the RSVP? I don't remember anything, and I certainly don't remember getting an invitation, much less submitting a response. Besides, there is no way that I would ever miss out on one of my oldest friends getting married, so I'm just as confused as you are. What the heck is going on here? Well, I'm really sorry, but I don't think we're going to get to the bottom of it now. I feel really bad for even asking like this, but do you think you could still come and make it in time? The wedding is all ready, but there is still the reception dinner and we'd love to have you here. No, I'm afraid that I couldn't even make it there if I wanted to. I had no idea your wedding was happening today, and so I ended up planning a trip for this weekend. I'm in Alaska right now. Hold on a second. You're all the way up in Alaska? Yeah, my boyfriend and I wanted to visit here for our anniversary. I've posted a couple stories about it on Insta if you want to go and see for yourself. I've been watching our friends post things from your wedding too, actually. I didn't even know your wedding was happening today until I saw you show up in one of those stories, and I realized it was your wedding everyone was at. Well, there's no way you'd be able to come here in time if you're traveling down from Alaska. But anyways, you have other important plans going on right now. I'm really sorry that there was some kind of mix-up, but I hope that you can still enjoy your anniversary weekend. And then maybe when things settle down here, we can go out and grab a bite, just you and I. I would really like that, actually, May. I'm sorry we can't really do anything to fix this right now, but I'll reach out to you once I'm back in town, okay? And then maybe we can talk this out and try and figure out what exactly happened to my invitation. Of course, Val. We have to do that. You're one of my oldest and best friends, and I'm so sorry that you didn't end up getting your invitation. I just hope that you still trust that I really did send one to you.
Hey, a long time no talk. I heard all about how your wedding pretty much fell apart in front of everyone's eyes. And to think you probably put so much work into planning for it, and it all turned to nothing.
Wait, is this Ben? And just why does my ex-boyfriend know that I was getting married today?
Oh, let's just say that I heard it through the grapevine. About how you were getting married, and then how the whole ceremony fell apart. Besides, you're still an ex of mine, and I had feelings for you once, so it hurt me so much to find out about what a sad, sad mess your wedding turned into.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm talking about how your best and oldest friend wasn't able to make it there for you. Not only that, but all your other friends canceled at the very last minute, didn't they? But that's because they all got the date and location completely wrong. Man, I would have loved to see the look on your face.
I don't even know what to say to all of this, Ben.
Oh, you don't have to say anything, since I already know it all. You had a grand total of 0 guests on your side of the wedding. That's the saddest marriage that I've ever heard of. Oh, you must have been crying the whole time. You probably had makeup streaming down your dress. Oh, don't worry, though. I would have let you cry on my chest.
I don't need your chest to cry on, thank you very much. And if you really want to know, my wedding went off perfectly fine and with minimal problems. Not only that, but most of my friends were able to make it, and we all had a good time.
Wait, what? A lot of your friends were able to make it? You serious? I thought that everyone canceled last minute on you.
No, I'm sorry to disappoint, but there were no last-minute cancellations from anybody. Which begs the question, just why do you think that my wedding went the way you've described? I'm assuming you've heard this through some friend of yours, but they got their facts way off, so you have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, I know this can't be right.
Unless you had something to do with trying to ruin my wedding and that's why you think all of this happened. But if you must know, I got plenty of responses from my friends saying that they could all come. Although some of them did tell me that after getting their invitation, they got an email saying that the time and location for the wedding had changed. But apparently a lot of them doubted whether I was really the one who sent that.
What do you mean? Why'd they question an email like that?
Well, everyone agreed that the writing was in my voice, but it was from an email address that I had never used before, and it raised suspicions. Thankfully, I have a lot of sharp friends who caught that and basically told everyone else about the mistake. And in the end, everyone agreed to ignore it.
Are you kidding me? So you mean that fake email didn't manage to fool a single person?
The way you're reacting to all of this, one might think that you were the one who sent that email out, Ben. You must have known that my husband and I were so busy with the wedding plan that we didn't have any time to spare looking for who the culprit behind the email was. But the issue ended up resolving itself. And now the criminal has come forward and all but admitted what they did.
Ah, crap. This is really bad. I was hoping to at least knock out a couple dozen people from going to that. I can't believe I didn't manage to get a single person not to go.
What is the matter with you, Ben? Why would you try and do something like this to me? Do you realize how badly things could have gone for me if my friends hadn't picked up on what you were doing?
That was kind of the whole point, May. I wanted to ruin the wedding of the girl who dumped me. It isn't fair. Why do you get to have a happily ever after, huh?
Are you kidding me with this right now, Ben?
You know, I've always been thinking of how I could win you back over, make you mine again. You've always just shot me down at every attempt, and even started seeing other guys. And to top it all off, you go and get married. But that's when I knew that I had no choice but to make sure it was one of the worst days of your life.
Ben, you have got to give it a rest! I already explained this to you when we broke up. I left you because we were always fighting about the same stupid things. I've told you this every time you've tried to get back together with me. But I was always serious about breaking up with you, and if you didn't realize that, then I'm sorry. But you have seriously just got to give this a rest. I've tried being patient with you, but this is taking it too far.
Oh, just shut up. What do you know, huh? You were dating someone just 1 month after you and I broke up. I bet you were cheating on me then. I bet you're cheating on your husband now. I bet your husband was the guy that you left me for in the first place.
First of all, you will not insult my new husband. Get it? You and I broke up, and your say in my life ended there. Got it?
No, that's not true. You just don't see it how I do yet. But I can give you more than anyone else could. That's why I pretended to be you and changed the date and time of your wedding. And that's why I pretended to be your best friend Val and tell you that I wasn't going to your wedding.
Wait a second. Just how are you doing all of this to begin with? I mean, I get making a fake email and writing something that sounds like me, but how did you steal Val's invitation?
Oh, that's quite simple, actually. You see, Val and I are going out right now. We're always going over to each other's places to hang out. When I happen to see an especially fancy-looking letter from you in her mail, I did assume it was her wedding invitation.
Wait, are you serious? Are you two really going out right now?
That's right, I couldn't stand the fact that you're out seeing men who weren't me. So to get back, I started to go out with your best friend. This is what you get for thinking you could get rid of me so easily.
I don't even know what to say right now, Ben. You're crazy.
I'm only doing what I'm doing because you never cared about my feelings for you. And then to get engaged so soon after we broke up. The moment I heard you were getting married, I was like, this whole plan popped into my head, fully formed. I knew it would be my best shot at ruining your whole wedding. Sure, it might have made you mad at me for a little bit, but I know in the end you would have forgiven me and understood when I offered you a shoulder to cry on.
I don't believe it. And so that's the whole reason why you're going out with Val now too? Just to get to me?
If it's your friend that you're worried about, then don't. I was only ever using her from the start, but I had no idea just how much you care for her. I had no idea just what a good person she wants to have around. Did you know that she makes more than I do? Not only that, she seems the type to be very generous to people she cares about.
I don't get it. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that I may have gotten close to Val as a means to keep a close eye on you while I was trying to ruin your wedding. In the process, I ended up getting this pretty rich girl to go out with me instead. Which makes me your best friend's new boyfriend. Nice to meet you. Don't worry though. I would never want to get with a lousy girl who runs around the way you do. Too bad my plan failed, but I still win in the end.
You know what? I have had just about enough of this. I want to break up with you right now, Bed.
Wait, what? I don't get what you mean by that, May.
I seriously had no idea that you were one of May's exes. And to think that you never even really liked me. You were just always wanting to use me. How could I ever trust a guy like you? Not only that, but now I learned that it's all your fault I missed out on going to May's wedding? I wish I never met you, Benjamin.
Wait a second, is this... Am I talking to Val right now? Nice try, but I know that Val's up in Alaska right now. We're up here celebrating our anniversary, haven't you heard?
I'm sorry, Ben, but I snuck away from you and went back home. In fact, I actually just barely managed to make it to the wedding reception when I left.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What's going on here?
I showed up really, really late, and there wasn't much time left before everyone went home, but I still made it. And I was still able to help my best friend celebrate her wedding. So in the end, I was still able to tell May congratulations in person.
But this doesn't make any sense. How could you sneak out in time to go to the wedding when you were just beside me? Do you have super speed or something? How'd you get from Alaska to Cincinnati in a matter of seconds?
So I take that to mean that you really didn't even notice it while I was again. I'm not surprised, though. I think you've spent more time on your phone than you have talking to me on this trip. You thought I was by your side this whole time.
But how could you leave me behind like that? I thought we were here to celebrate our anniversary together.
Oh, please, don't act like you didn't suggest going on this trip just so you could try and distract me from May's wedding. You were just trying to draw my attention elsewhere, weren't you? And that's probably why you were on your phone for so long, too. You were just coordinating this little scheme against May. Do you seriously think I'm just going to pretend like I don't know any of that and go back to enjoying the trip?
Okay, right. I have been on my phone a lot, and I'm really sorry about that. But I wasn't trying to distract you from anything. This anniversary trip isn't just part of some larger lie. I really did want to go on this trip and celebrate 1 full year of being together. How could you just leave me all alone here?
So you really wanted to try and make this a memorable anniversary for me? Because it was one of the worst that I've ever experienced in my entire life. I mean, you had nothing planned, and we've barely even left our hotel this whole time. Why wouldn't I want to go home after that?
Wait, you weren't having any fun at all? But I brought you here because I thought that you'd like it. I don't get it. What's making you act like this?
Did you really think I would be happy just because you took me to some place? You can't just drag me to a new place, be on your phone all the time, and expect me to be happy. I wanted to be doing activities, going out to see sights. I was really excited to do this with you until I found out you had no intention of taking me to do anything while we were there.
But I mean, well, how would I have known?
Well, I tried giving you suggestions or hints or places where I might want to go, but you kept blowing me off until it was time to get on the plane. And you never invited me to make any of the plans with you. You said you would handle everything, and then you just went straight back to being on your phone. We didn't even have a hotel booked until we were just about to board the plane. Do you really think that sounds like a fun trip for everyone?
But I just, well, I don't like being tied down with a plan or anything like that. I'm more of a go-with-the-flow kind of traveler.
I might be happy to hear that if there was any flow. But you're still just a body of water who flew from one end of the country to the other to just sit and do nothing. Is it going with the flow to not even know where you'll be staying until the night before you arrive in a place? We're not backpacking or anything like that. This was supposed to be a nice anniversary trip. I can't believe I wasted so much time with you. And on top of all that, you're the reason why I wasn't able to help my friend celebrate her wedding.
I mean, you're still the one that left me to go all the way back to her.
That's because I was having a terrible time with you, Ben. And besides, you were just using me the whole time. You're a terrible boyfriend and a sad excuse of a man.
Wait, Val, please. Can't we just talk this out? It's true that at first I only got with you to get back in May. Then I realized what a great girl you really were, and I knew that I needed to be with you.
Well, I don't like you, so tough luck and goodbye, jerk.
Please don't act like this.
You dragged me all the way to Alaska with no intention to do anything but text May mean things all day while you ignored me. If you can't see why I'm leaving you, then I'm sorry, but that's on you at that point.
What do you mean? This isn't fair. I really do like you.
Well, I don't, and I've made up my mind about you. Now, goodbye, Ben.
May, please, you have to help me out here. Val left me. It's all your fault.
Excuse me? Are you seriously trying to put all of this on me? You're the one who lied to her and used her for a stupid revenge plot.
Just shut up and take me back. Really is the least you could do for me.
Please tell me that you're not serious about that. Besides, I literally got married yesterday. I'm already someone's wife, and I won't be taking anyone back.
Well, then at least send me some money, please. I don't have enough to get back from Alaska.
What do you mean? Didn't you buy a round-trip ticket?
No, I didn't. I figured the tickets might be cheaper if I got them at the last minute, so I only got a one-way here. But all the return flights are super pricey, and I can't afford any of them. I don't have money for anything.
Sounds to me like you've got a long walk ahead of you, then.
A walk? Then I'd have to go through Canada.
That's right, huh? Well, I hope you brought your passport. Otherwise, you had better go ask your parents for money.
But they're already so mad at me for other things, I can't go and do that.
Oh, right. Well, good luck with your new life up in Alaska.
Hey, can you at least tell Val that I'm stuck here and need help getting back home?
Why don't you go and tell her yourself?
Well, I tried calling her, but everything goes straight to voicemail, and none of my messages are coming up as read.
Oh, well, then it sounds to me like you should probably just give it up. Besides, I think she met someone new at my wedding reception and has been talking to him a lot recently.
Wait, you mean that Val's already found someone else? But we barely even broke up. How could she do that to me? And how am I gonna get home, please? You have to help me.
In the end, Ben called his parents and begged for their help and was finally able to get a flight home. After that, however, They said that they never wanted to hear from Ben again. Feeling betrayed and all alone, things only got worse as upon his return, everyone in my social circle knew that Ben was the person who tried to sabotage my wedding. As for Val, she really hit it off with this new person she met, and soon they're going on their own anniversary trip. I really like this new guy, and we've managed to go on some double dates with my husband. Now, I'm looking forward to the day when I can be there for Val on her wedding.